What's up, solutionaries? Just want a quick history lesson with a two-ray twist so you know it's not going to be boring. And yes, I'm a cuss for all y'all that have a problem with profanity, whatever. We'll talk about the Mulford Act real quick. Somebody tweeted me something about, is our organization telling people about the Mulford Act? And, without getting too deep into it, lightly, I'm pretty sure y'all are familiar with the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. They were exercising their, constitutional and human rights by, openly carrying with shotguns, and it was legal at that time, in the state of California. What happened was there were laws that were created because they did that. They were a militia. They were a well-regulated militia, just like it says on the books. Saying that to say, what happened was the state of California created the Mulford Act to change those laws. Now, I'm bringing that up because I know we have a lot of new people that may have not done all of that knowledge, and again, that's something that you should research and Google your own, Mulford Act. But at the same time, you need to have a rudimentary understanding of how one particular law, one piece of legislation, one bill can, seriously castrate an entire state. In this situation, California, as we all know, has some of the most restrictive gun laws, in the country. And that's when it started to a certain extent, with the Mulford Act. So it's really important that you pay attention to that. See, they're trying to trick you. They're trying to make you not pay attention to when the laws is passed. They put the financial quarterly open to the public thing in the middle of the day when you're at work. When they throw something on CNN about a bill being passed in your state, it's a lot of times it's around the time the hype of a whole nother situation. You have to be mindful of that. Legislation is passed, and it's a hell of a situation to try to get that legislation off the books, to overturn a particular thing. Better to block it because you're informed and you're not being distracted, as opposed to letting acts like the Mulford situation or the things that they're trying to do in Baltimore now where they're banning replica toy guns. But if you're not paying attention to that and you're not aware of it, just because it's not your state or it's not your particular city, and a lot of times it is, that's how they get you. So the Mulford Act is a clear-cut example of one piece of legislation stifling human ability to defend themselves, to defend ourselves for an entire state for years and generations to come. So y'all have to be on top of these types of bills. A bill is passed because it's introduced. When it's introduced, you need to be there to show it right out the exit. You know what I mean? Show it right out. You want to be introduced. It's like, if you are trying to talk to an attractive woman, and if you don't introduce yourself properly and you ain't about what she needs you to be about, she's going to have you bang that U-turn. So that's what we have to do with that type of legislation. Google the Mulford Act. Look up some of the heinous legislation that might be being passed in your neighborhood, and stay on top of it. Y'all be safe. Be solutionary.